Welcome everyone to the Animal Reader. The Animal Reader is an animal news organization based in the Netherlands. Today we're going to talk about the killing of walrus Freya. It has angered people all over the world. It came as a complete shock that she was killed Sunday morning. And we're going to talk to biologist and walrus expert Rune Aae. He's from Norway and he has been following Freya, and he has backtracked her whereabouts for the past 2 years. Welcome, Rune. I want to talk to you a bit about, we'll get more into the consequences of killing her, and also the huge online backlash it has gotten. But can you tell us something about, you've seen her up close, and can you tell us something about her life from the moment you started backtracking her?
Yeah, we saw her first time in here where I'm living in March 29th this year, and she's so characteristic. So I thought this could be kind of easy to backtrack to. So I started with the databases, and when I've done that, I searched through the media, and then I searched through the social medias, and finally I got a fairly good map of her moving.
And where has she all traveled to?
Well, the first time we managed to find her, then she was around 2.5 years old in the 25th of the December 2019.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than 2.5 years ago. And then she ended up in Denmark. Then she went back all the way up to Norway, to Lofoten, and back down to Germany, then to the Netherlands, and to Scotland, Shetland, and back to Denmark and Sweden, and now Norway. So she is around 5.5 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
And as a female, that's kind of rare. Normally we have males only, but this time we have a young female. So she has most likely lost her mother when she was around 2 years old, because they spend a lot of time with the mothers until they are 7 or 8 years old. But now she's 2 years when she left her mother. So the mother is either killed or they got separated somewhere around Svalbard, and she was left alone.
And usually walruses remain in the northern Arctic. So why do you think she traveled all the way to the Netherlands, to Scotland, back to, like, is it just because she didn't have the guidance from her family?
Yeah, we see that we have maybe 3, 4, or 5 visits every year in Norway from walruses, and they're normally males, young males,
Mm-hmm.
that has been expelled from their flock. So, but this time it was a young one, and we could see that she was a lot more social than the other ones, and she was seeking out boats. And in the Netherlands, she also slept on a submarine, which is called the Walrus class. So that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
fun. And in Oslo, she has been very social with boats and people, and she loved to be with people. So she is more social than all the other ones we have had so far.
On Friday, the Norwegian government had already warned before to stay away from her. And the Norwegian government on Friday said, if you don't stay away from her, we will kill her. And they didn't give the public a chance to stay away. 2 days later, early Sunday morning, so 1.5 days later almost, they killed her. But their main reason for killing her, they said, was for human safety.
Hmm.
What do they base that on? Even because walruses are also not known. We looked it up. They're not known for attacking people. So if this one was even social, the chance of her attacking a person seems so small
It's
or
close to zero.
offline.
Yeah, there are many aspects regarding this, because the main aspect is that there's so many things they could have done. They could have enforced some blockage around her. They could find people that was disturbing her. They could maintain a website in which people could put information about situations of Freya, so you could tell where she's around. So if she's there, you can swim over there, and if she's not there, you have to go up until we know where she is. So there are so many things they could have done prior to killing, but we only got one day from Friday, and they shot her on Sunday morning, and they're way too quick. And now the rain is going to come within 2 hours, and it's going to rain for maybe a week. So there will be no confrontation between Freya and swimmers. So why the rush? I really don't understand this.
Yeah, is there in Norwegian media? Have you from your own the people you talked to us about or other researchers? Is there any everything that everybody wonders why did they do this? It seems so unnecessary, and like you said, it's gonna rain. You were tracking her really well, so you could stay away. There were other possibilities, but why did they decide to kill her on a Sunday morning?
Well, I guess Sunday morning was not many people were out in the morning, and they did it very early in the morning. So I don't think there was any witnesses at all. And but we haven't actually got any very good explanation of why they have to do it so fast and how they did it. So we don't know the details yet. I've been asking for that, but we haven't been giving that.
No, that is also something they're not releasing any details on how they did it, because we even said euthanize, but with euthanize you think they gave her a shot or something, but
no, normally when you're killing a seal or a walrus, you use a rifle and 1 or 2 shots, and it's quite effective. So I don't think she suffered, but this is so unnecessary, really unnecessary.
And where's her body now?
I'm not sure, but they were talking about an autopsy on the veterinary institute. So we haven't heard anything else than that.
And according to you, you've seen her. She was a healthy walrus, right?
There was nothing wrong with walrus Freya, and one of my first job was to prevent people from shooting her because they thought she looked sick, but she was walrus-ish. Like you have to eat like 30, 40 kilos a day of muscles, meaning 5,000-6,000 muscles, and you're standing upside down when you're eating, so it takes a lot of effort to do that eating, and then you have to rest for at least 20 hours. And when you're standing upside down, your eyes are turning a bit red, so she looks sick, but she's not. So that's my first job, just to prevent the wildlife guards not to shoot her because they think she's sick. And we managed to learn them what a walrus is doing and how she's doing and why she needs all the rest. And she was not aggressive. She was not stressed. She was in good health. She ate a lot of food. She ate some birds, swans, whatever, and didn't show any aggression towards people either. So there was no reason to shoot her.
No. How is it possible that there was, like you said, there was no reason to shoot her? I assume there are no laws then to shooting wildlife. Are there any laws in Norway to just randomly?
Yes, it is. So you're not supposed to shoot red-listed animals, but there is one exception, and that if no, 2 exceptions, and that is when it comes to animal welfare, and the other one is a threat to humans, and they use both, even though I don't think none of them accounted for Freya.
Yeah, that was quite surprising. In their own press release, they said in the first sentence, we did this to protect humans. And then I think the third sentence was like, we also could not guarantee the well-being of Freya. But it's quite unlikely if you could not guarantee the well-being of Freya that you then decide to shoot her. So then, I mean... Exactly.
So they use both of them. But we disagree on both. But we didn't have any chance to disagree because when we finally realized we were going to shoot, it was too late. So there's no way we could interfere in that.
And this has been for the past, I think, 2 years. Freya has been a big part of your life, and if you've also had many encounters with her, I know you're a biologist also, but on a personal level, how did you wake up today?
My body was empty, so it was really hard time to get up this morning, and yesterday was awful too, and I cried a lot. So this was a really shock to me.
And is there any talk in Norway to have some justice from her? Is there what will happen now?
Well, many people are really upset about this, and some they're going to change the law. So animals like her is going to have some more protection by the law. So, but of course, that takes a long time, and but the signal to the government is undoubtedly do not do this again. So hopefully we have learned something from this.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge signal from all over the world to the Norwegian government, because like she was cited, like you said, in other countries in Europe. She was even cited in Holland, and nobody decided to kill her. It was the Norwegian government who decided to kill her.
Exactly. So we're really not proud of this decision. Really not, with this disgusting everything.
I feel so sad for you, because it feels almost like somebody were to interview me about my cat somehow, you know, like
Exactly.
if you follow the animals. I'm happy that you took the time to do this interview, but I feel human wildlife interactions we're going to see that more often. We saw whales in France. It's becoming, like, because of global warming and animals are coming more our side. What do you think is a solution for all this? Because we can't, like you said, this is an example hopefully for Norway, but also for other countries. We can't just kill animals that come our side.
Well, in the short term, we have to learn how to cope with strange animals, whales coming into our harbors, maybe sharks are coming, walrus, of course, birds that are blown off their normal track. So we have to learn a lot more about animal welfare and how to cope with strange animals that we have lost contact with. We now we're staying in cities, and all the animals that we used to have around us, they are gone. But all of a sudden they're coming back, and we don't know how to act. So we really need a crash course in how to behave around this new situation. We're not used to it. We have to somehow learn how to deal with it, like not killing them, but you have to learn to live with them.
Yeah, exactly. And that was also something Frank Bakke Jensen, he's the head of the Fisheries Directorate in Norway. He said something in the press release that came that came on Sunday. There was one quote of him saying, "We have great regard for animal welfare, but human life is more important." And that, I think, is something that needs to change. That we have to understand that we share this planet, like you said, with animals. And it's even to take it. I know that's maybe an unpopular thought, but like, they have as much right to this planet as we do, of course.
Yeah, they do, and so far we haven't been able to adapt to wildlife when wildlife is on our doorstep.
Yeah.
So the first reaction to wildlife on our doorstep is to kill it, especially if it costs money. Then you kill it instantly.
Yeah.
Or if it's noisy, or if it's annoying, then you kill it. Like gulls that are screaming and watching their chicks. They're noisy and they're attacking people, but we have to learn to live with it.
Yeah.
Instead of killing it. So I'm so sick of this killing when animals are coming to our doorstep. We have to do it differently.
Yeah, we
Really.
do. A lot of people have seen Freya, like, on the videos online. You've met her. What would you want us to remember about her?
Oh, she was a nice young lady, and she was in good health, good mood. Everything was fine with Freya. So I'm really sad on her behalf what we did to her. That was really not nice.
Oh. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this. And also, I wish you, it's going to be a grieving period for you, I assume. So I wish you a lot of strength in the coming months.